Alrighty, race fans, welcome to tonight's coverage of the AMA Modified Series season opener here at Five Flags Motor Speedway. So, Five Flags here, we'll do 100 miles here tonight, or 200 laps. Five Flags, a nice small half mile out here in Pensacola, Florida. Everybody getting ready to go green here in about 23 minutes, around 23 minutes or so of practice remaining here. Now, a little bit of history on these modifieds here. These are 600 horsepower machines on a nice small frame. Very, very light race cars. A lot of power, wide tires. You get tons of grip. Now, that being said, you can still get this car loose. Very easy to spin the tires with all that power going to the rear end of these cars. They can get in trouble in a hurry. That being said, it should be a fun one here tonight, as we're going to get ready to go green here in a few minutes. Once again, this is the AMA Modified season opener here from Five Flags. All right, folks, we'll get ready to send them green here in just a little bit. For the time being, I'm going to let you watch a little bit of practice, and we'll be right back with you here on Extreme Sim TV here in about, I would say, 5 minutes or so, and we'll get our pre-race ceremonies underway. Alrighty, folks, back with me here. Right now, we're going to take a look at top of the leaderboard in practice right now. That's going to be Mr. Trey there in the 49 machine. His best lap of the evening, a 15.589. Again, a 15.589. Pretty quick here. Now, again, these guys are all using big setups, same setup under all these race cars. So, a pretty fair fight as that goes. Rex right here in that number 54 machine, sitting there with a 15.655. With Christopher sitting there third in practice with a 15.688. We're gonna get ready to turn them back loose here in just a moment. Here on Extreme SM TV. Take back a look at the 49 machine as they're out there finishing up their testing. 17 minutes left in practice here tonight. We're going to take a look at the track facts here and track temperature as we say it right now. Once again, Five Flag Speedway, Five Flag Speedway, a little under half a mile. Four corner course. This track pretty decently banked here right now. Track temp at 91 degrees. Air temperature at 77. That is definitely going to affect these cars here this evening. Hot track temp's going to make the track nice and slick for these guys all evening long. We'll have to wait and see if it cools down a little bit throughout the day. But as of right now, it is hot and it is going to be slick, folks. So look out for that this evening. There, look there, Trey right there. And that number 49 machine. And we will get ready to get it going once again here in just a moment with the actual qualifying coming up here in about 16 or so minutes here as we're finishing up practice. Now, these guys tonight, they're going to have to deal with very simple rules, but these are the rules they will follow. You cannot take tires until halfway. So here's the thing. With a lot of leagues we see 4 tire stops every time they come to pit road. Well, not here tonight. You're not going to be able to take 4 tires until you reach halfway with a halfway break coming at lap 100. So that should be fun. About 50 miles is what they'll go on this set of tires here at Five Flags. So you're going to have to take care of your tires. You also have no resets here tonight. Get involved in an accident, well, you can't really get a backup car. You're just going to have to deal with what it gives you. And Steve out front right now. Steve has just jumped to the top of the board with a 15.520. That number 49's machine, 15.5. That's a 15.497 now. Wow. As they slip back and forth, 49 able to turn a great lap there at a 15.497. Alrighty, folks, we're going to get ready to send them racing here in just a little while, and I'll be back with you here on Extreme Sim TV here in just a moment. All right, here we go. We got about 8 minutes remaining here in practice, so we're going to take you down and get you ready for your national anthem here. And then when we come back, we'll talk to some of the drivers here up on top of the leaderboard that's went through this whole practice here. A great job by these drivers, great lap times across the board here. And we'll talk to them here in a moment. But right now, we're going to get you down for our national anthem. Alrighty, we're back here. We're taking a look at Steve there in that number 55 machine and see if we can get a word with him, as he is your fastest car in practice right now. He looks like he's about to bring it in, so a good time to get a word with him. Let's see here. Let's grab him and see. Hey, Steve, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me? Hey, Steve, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me, buddy? Doesn't look like Steve is there. We'll try to grab him here in just a little bit. We'll see if we can get a hold of P2 in practice. Mr. Trey there. See if we can grab him right quick. Hey, Trey, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, buddy. Strong car in practice here so far, sitting second on the board. How's that car handling out there in this hot temperature here today?
Right now, it's handling pretty good. Can really hook the bottom so far right now. But later in the run, we'll just have to see what really can't take in tires throughout the whole race until the halfway break. That's the only time we can take them. So it's going to be a strategy game of if we're going to take tires, if we're not going to take tires. We're just going to have to figure it out. But right now, the car's feeling pretty good, especially when the cloud cover comes over. It really gains a lot of grip in the track. The track really cools down. We're able to turn some fast lap times. So right now it's doing pretty good.
Alrighty, Trey. Well, you got a good car. Like you said, the only real shot to take tires at the halfway break. So at least you're going to be putting, 50, 60 miles on a set of tires before you can change them. Or more, So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, definitely it will be interesting to see what we'll do with that.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, have fun out there, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Alright, that was Mr. Trey sitting second on the board right now. Let's see if the 3 machine, Mr. Ricky, is available. Hey, Ricky, it's Matt out in the booth. You got a copy on me?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, man. You got that number 3 machine up into P3 in practice. Looks like the car is pretty stable out there right now, man.
Yeah, it starts off that way. It gets pretty loose pretty fast. It's all going to be about managing your tires and throttle control. 200 laps, you got a long time, so just gonna have to be patient, be there at the end. I think if you're there at the end, I think anybody's got a shot.
Alrighty, buddy. With the best of luck to you out there tonight, my man.
Thank y'all.
Alright, there you have it. A couple of drivers there fast in practice right now as we're going to get ready to send them green flag racing here in just a moment. Alright, small problem there is stream is stand by for me, folks. Alrighty, folks, I'm back with you here. 24 seconds remaining in practice. Sorry if the screen dropped on you there for a moment. YouTube still experiencing any issues as the 3 car goes around out of turn number 2. YouTube still experiencing issues from yesterday. To keep in mind, this race is also being recorded, and if something was to happen to the stream, the recording will go up on the channel immediately following the race. To keep that in mind, you do have the recording as a backup if the stream was to drop. Again, I do apologize about that drop. That is just simply YouTube still having issues after yesterday being down. Yeah, and it's dropped again. So we're going to try to keep streaming here. Alrighty, 4 minutes remaining in qualifying here. As qualifying just getting underway, we'll get out there with some of your drivers. Christopher out here as well. Christopher, let's see if Trey's out on track yet. Not quite yet. He's still. There he goes through the front straightaway on his first lap. Working his way out of turn number 2, headed for 3 and 4. That is Mr. Trey in that number 49 machine. Off of turn number 4. And to the top of the board, 15.317. That's 15.317 for Trey. But he's going to get bumped pretty much immediately. Steve there in that 55 machine is going to bump him with a 15.202. Again, that's a 15.202 for Steve and Trey. Right back to the top of the board, 15.199. These guys trading first and second back and forth. And I think Trey may have it here, 15.199 for Trey. Steve right there in second. Ricky right now scored a third, 15.488 for Mr. Ricky. And P4, Rex right now in that number 54 machine. Scored P number 4. Mike out there in that number 38 machine right now, P number 7. Take a look at your lineup right here on screen. Trey right now to the top of the board. Steve there second, Christopher third, Rex fourth, Ricky fifth, Scotty sixth, Mike seventh, eighth is Tony, Mr. Ruben, and a little bit of contact there on pit road. The 55 was coming out, and it looked like the 40 or the 33 was coming in. They're gonna make contact on pit road. They'll get it straightened out though. 2 minutes remaining here in qualifying. Alright, 2 minutes remaining right now, so we'll get ready to send them back out there in just a moment. See who else can get out there and try to turn a time. Looks like Ruben is out there as of right now in that number 59 machine. He'll roll to the bottom of the racetrack coming off turn number 4. Across the stripe here, 15.596 for that number 59 machine. 15.596 puts him in round 8 here right now. Douglas, Cade, Dustin, and Gerald all have not took a time as of yet. Don't have long here to go out there and do it. They've only got about a minute before it will be qualifying over. And Ricky right now at the top of the board, 15.192. Two Trays, 15.199. Steve, 15.202 to Mr. Christopher fourth there, 15.282. Man, these guys are very quick lap times, right on top of each other. We'll get ready to send them loose here in just a few moments. About 42 seconds from now, these guys will be turned loose at 5 flags. Should be a great race here this evening for the AMA Modified Series here on Extreme Sim TV. This is their season opener. And I tell you what, it should be a fun season coming up. Ricky in that number 3 machine back out on track. Maybe trying to top his lap here, and he'll cross the stripe. And still 15.192, nothing really quicker there. And we're going to be out of time here as he comes back around. We'll see if he can top it here. Cross the stripe out of turn 4. No, he's going to get in the outside wall. Maybe got a little bit tight there trying to get all the speed he could. Gets the outside wall. And that's going to end it here for qualifying. And we're going to get ready for your feature event here this evening. As you see a couple more cars rolling through there. And we'll get ready to take a look at your PK designs starting on lineup. Alright, as everybody grids up on pit road once again, we'll go ahead and take a look at them. Well, actually, gridding on the track here, a little different short track racing, they'll actually lead you right in front of the flagman. So, here without further ado, here is your starting lineup for this evening. This is your PK Designs starting grid here at the Five Flags Speedway for the AMA Modified Series. Only on Extreme Sim TV. Here we go. Inside of row number 1, and Mr. Ricky Harden there in that number 3 machine. Trey on the outside starts P2. P number 3, Mr. Steve alongside Christopher back there in 4th. In P number 5, Mr. Rex alongside Tony in 6th. In row 4, that's Ruben and Mr. Douglas, 7th and 8th. Starting inside row number 5, you're going to have Scotty along with Mike on the outside. In row number 6, you're going to have a Gerald alongside Mr. Dustin there in that 99 machine. And in 7th, that's going to be Cade there. Or in that 13th, in the 7th row, it's going to be Cade. All right, here we go. Getting ready to go green to flag racing here in just a moment. Get everything started for you. Again, it's going to be a quick one here tonight. Fasten your seatbelts. 200 laps, 100 miles here at Five Flag Speedway to get them underway here this season. Here we go. Out of turn number 4, turn 2, lights off on the iRacing pace car. Headed down the back straightaway, Ricky's getting ready to lead on the green. He will have Steve to his outside, Tony back there in 6. Look at Tony there in that number 12 machine right there as well. Here we go. Out of turn number 4, the iRacing pace car brings it down pit road. And out of turn 4, get ready to see the green flag in the air. Green is underway here at Five Flag Speedway. Here we go through a turn number 1. Ricky's going to pull ahead just a little bit. Steve there right behind him on the outside. On the inside there, working his way up to 2nd. Trey stuck on the outside. He'll drop back to 3rd down the front straightaway. And it looks like right there in 4th, Christopher working his way up. We got a car up the racetrack back there, and yellow flag is out. Yellow flag on the speedway. It looks like Tony runs into trouble. 2 laps complete. Coming out of turn number 4, looks like one after here. He's going to get up on the high line. And it looks like the car just stops. God. Tony definitely running into some problems there. He'll head to pit road, get that car towed behind the wall, and we'll get ready to send them green here. Once again, right now out front, that's going to be Mr. Ricky Harden leading the way here in that number 3 machine. All right, now getting ready to go. 4 out of 200 complete here this evening already. It's going to be a quick one here. 200 laps, 100 miles. And right now, Ricky in that number 3 machine leads the way. Steve back there in 2nd. Trey 3rd. Christopher 4th. Rex there in 5th. Ruben set 6th. 7th, Douglas and Mike in 8th. 9th to Dustin. And that's going to be your top 9 here with 196 laps to go. Of course, yellow flag out early for trouble there out of turn number 4. A little bit of an issue there. But we'll get them stacked and racked and ready to go once again. As they roll into the back straightaway, nice and smooth. Nobody having really any major issues right now. Early on, just one car getting high. It was great racing there up till the point of the yellow coming out. As they start to get double file one more time. And the lights out will go out on the iRacing pace car. Lap number 6 out of 200. That number 3 machine still out front leading the way. That's going to be Ricky alongside Steve on this restart. And we will turn them loose here one more time here in just a moment. And we're going to get ready to go green here. And wait on it, wait on it, wait on it. Green flag. We're back underway here for the ANA Modifieds are back green here at Five Flags Motor Speedway. And man, Ricky already pulls out to a nice little gap out of turn number 2. Ruben sitting there on the high side trying to figure it out here. Down the front straightaway, he's stuck outside again. You don't want to be on the high side. You just can't get back down. And man, he's going to drop a few positions back to 8th already. Meanwhile, up front, the 3 machine's going to lose the lead as Steve's going to work his way by. Now the 3 machine's stuck on the high side. Ricky on the high side can't really get back down. Finally does in behind Trey. He had to really fight his way to the bottom. 9 laps complete here already. down the front straightaway once again into turns 1 and 2. Battle now for around 4th here. Crisper in 4th, Rex 5th, Douglas back here in 6th. 10 out of 200 laps already in the books. And it looks like we got a car high up against the wall out of turn 4. He'll get it back under control. It looked like it might have been Mike or maybe even, I believe it was Scotty getting high up against the wall. Again, no backup cars in this series. You really got to take care of the race car here all night long. You get damaged, you don't have a backup to go to. Meanwhile, out front, the 55 machine of Steve leads the way. Trey right there with him. Ricky sets 3rd. Ricky really trying to close the gap down. Can't do it right now. Front 2 starting to scoot away just a little bit. Through turns 3 and 4. Steve out front. He's going to have Trey right there behind him. Trey really trying to fight his way to the bottom of the racetrack. Can't do it right now. And watch out here, guys. You got to be so careful working their way through turns 3 and 4. Again, these cars are a lot of fun to drive, but the vision out of these things on your right hand side can be a little difficult too. You got that air cleaner right there, not nearly as big as the older model air cleaner. On the older model modified, these newer ones are a little bit skinnier of an air cleaner, but definitely can impede your vision just a little bit. Alright, everybody's kind of in a single file line right now. Last lap time there for Steve of 15.338 to a 3.44. So these guys, Steve and Mr. Trey, pulling away a little bit at each lap. And we will go on board looking back from Trey's back bumper here in just a moment. Right out the spoiler, looking back behind him here, and then you're looking back at Ricky back there. And then look at Ricky's view back up here in just a moment. From the roof cam, Ricky, of course, trying to run down those 2 leaders. Can't do it right now. 19 out of 200 complete. Thunder through the start-finish line once again. Again, these guys can't take tires till halfway. So at lap 100, we will have a halfway caution, at which point they are more than able to come down and take 4 fresh tires if they choose to do so. Still got a little ways to go before we can think about halfway here. 21 laps in, 80 laps till the halfway break. And that's really what you're racing to right now. Get the halfway and then playing your race out from there. Trey getting high out of turn number 4. He'll get that car back to the bottom of 322. Looks like he may have scrubbed the wall just a little bit. Don't think it hurt him at all, though. Great run here for Trey in that number 49 machine right now. Alright, working our way down the back straightaway. Everybody kind of getting spread out a little bit. We'll drop back through the field. Douglas back here in the 45 machine. He's going to have Dustin right there with him. Dustin, of course, in that number 99 machine, running 7th, right behind Douglas in number 45. And coming back around one more time. Lap number 25 will go on the board here. Already 25 laps through into this one. So you're a quarter of the way through the first half. And we got a challenge here from Douglas on the back bumper of Dustin. Or excuse me, that was the other way around. Dustin on the back bumper of Douglas. And Douglas will drop back. He'll get up on the high side. He's going to have to get back in line. He's at risk to lose a couple of more spots. Move to Ruben and Gerald, who are right there behind him, nose to tail. 27 out of 200 laps complete here already. Steve's still out front of Trey. That gap up front by 0.2 of a second. Meanwhile, we got a hornet's nest back here around 7th and 8th. Douglas back here involved in this. Holy cow, cars side by side, 2 rows deep right now. They'll start getting it worked out, and they will indeed get it back single file into 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Trey up here putting all kinds of pressure on the back bumper of Steve. Steve trying to hang on right now. You got to think that number 55 machine's probably got to worry about taking care of the tires just a little bit here. You don't want to abuse your tires too much here tonight. You want to take care of them as they head into 3 and 4 once again. 30 out of 200 laps complete tonight. We got a battle for the race lead. As Steve and Trey going at it mono a mono. Trey to the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to put Steve on the outside lane. Can Steve hang on? Steve will get the run down the front straightaway off that high side and pull that number 55 machine back to the bottom. He'll hold Trey off once again. Meanwhile, they're going to have company as yellow flags out on the speedway. And I believe it was trouble for the 19 machine that brought the yellow out. We'll go back and take a look and see if we can find out where the issue was. Indeed, I believe that might be the O2 machine running into problems. Under turn number 4, we'll check and see where will the yellow happen here. Into turn 2. I'm just trying to watch and see. Our focus there was on the race leader. 34 laps complete here. We're still looking at the replay, see if we can see what the problem was here. And that brought the yellow flag out. Not seeing nothing as of yet. Let's see. We'll stay with it here for a moment, but I'm not seeing anything as of yet that caused the issue. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow. Go back and take a look at it one more time here. Mike there in the 28 or the 38 catching the inside wall. That's what brought it out. He caught the inside wall. That car coming around hard, impact to the inside wall for 4. That brought your yellow out, and the other good sign of Mike's car is pretty bent up. And he may have to retire out of this one. And he is on pit road. We'll see if we can grab a word with Mike here right quick. Light's still on the iRacing pace car. Mike is still on pit road. Hey Mike, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me?
Yes, sir. How you
Doing good, buddy. Well, pretty rough impact to the inside wall. Is that car going to be fixable, or are you pretty much done?
My engine's blown, so I'm probably pretty much done.
Very unfortunate there, man. Looks like the car just may have got loose. You got down there up against the wall, and it just come around with you.
Yeah, these cars can't take much of a nose damage, and they blow up.
Alrighty, man. Well, I hate to hear that. It was fun to watch you racing out there, and better luck to you here next week, man.
I'm gonna stay here and see what happens, but I don't know. It looks like a pretty long.
Oh,
I'm still being towed, so I don't know what the actual repair is, but
yeah, it looks like it's got quite a bit of damage to it there, bud. But
yeah.
best of luck to you there, Mike.
All right, thanks.
Green, green, green.
Alright, as we're getting ready to go back green and flag racing, I hate to see any driver out here but Mike on pit road here, and we're back underway. Steve out front, and he'll jump out to a nice little lead over Trey. And the battle continues back here between Ricky and Rex. These guys trying to fight their way back down the front straightaway. 39 out of 200 complete here this evening. Mr. Rex there in that number 54 machine, trying to hold on to that 4th position. Christopher there in 5th in the number 17 machine, trying to close the gap onto the back bumper of Mr. Rex. Rex trying to hang on right now. Good run there for Rex. But meanwhile, Steve, man, out front, just pulling away little by little. With about 60 laps to go here till your stage break. Trey right there with him, trying to run him back down. Trey's car was good all through practice. So was Mr. Steve. So this is going to be a battle here. We see the shades starting to come over the racetrack more and more. We heard these drivers talk about how much they like the shade here. Really help get these cars to turn through the center. Man, oh man, some more extra grip. And here comes Trey to the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to hang that 53 machine up on the high side. Down the front straightaway, we've got a battle to the lead here at Five Flags. Here comes Trey on the bottom, Steve on the outside. Dead heat down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. And it looks like Trey's going to be able to take and complete the pass off turn number 4. New race leader, Trey's going to take over here from Steve. Steve trying to battle back there on the outside, but it's so hard here. Get anything done on the top side of the racetrack, and indeed, Steve's going to have to fall in the line. He's going to have all kinds of pressure from Ricky now for second. These 3 cars, Ricky, Steve, and Trey, they kind of shown they've got the better cars here tonight. But look, they've also got company with the 54 now. And again, as the track cools down from cloud cover, it changes how these cars drive. The guys that were quick early does not quick earlier, could kind of lose a little bit, and somebody could gain as the track changes. It's going to be interesting to see as time goes on. We go later in the evening who is able to stay up front, and if anybody will drop to the back due to track conditions changing. Coming to 49 laps complete. And here, and not next time by, but after that, we will be halfway through with the first half of the race. So you got to know, as a driver, you've got about halfway or a half a stint left on tires before you can stop. Again, they cannot take 4 tires until lap 100. Across the stripe once again, Trey out front leading the way. He's going to have Mr. Steve all over his back bumper. Ricky falling back a couple of tenths here. Rex here in the number 54 machine right back there as well. We're going to go back on the board here with Mr. Rex as he tries to run down Ricky for that 3rd position, 52 out of 200 complete here tonight. Here we go, battle through 3 and 4 one more time. Ricky right there with Steve. And Steve trying to hang right with Trey as well. These 3 are really evenly matched lap time wise. Trey's lap time 15.534. Steve's lap time 15.519. And Mr. Ricky, the fastest of all 3 there, 15.498. Man, that is just right on top of each other. Thousandths of a second separating these guys as we're coming to complete lap number 55. Put 55 in the book, starting 56. Boy, oh boy, they're right on top of each other's lap times, folks. No difference really at all in the front of the pack. Going to make for a great one here going forward. Alrighty, folks, we're going to take a step aside for your first Crank It Up of the evening. battle still rages up near the front of the pack right now. Ricky has moved into P2, right behind Trey. Trey's still leading the way. 65 of 200 laps complete here tonight. Again, as we're edging closer to that halfway break, again, these guys will be able to take tires at halfway. Ricky right there in that number 3 machine trying to come up with something to get around Trey in the lead. 67 out of 200 laps complete here already. Man, it flies by quick here at five flags. These guys right on top of each other, man. Great racing out here. Rex right there as well. Taking a look at Rex in the 54 machine. Here goes Rex right through here. Yeah, Gomez, these cars are a blast, man. You need to get out here and run some, Gomez. Alrighty, folks, as we're edging closer and closer to new tires for these guys, and I bet you they're really can't wait for them. As now the lap times have really fallen off. 15.8 to a 15.2 for your race leader. Now in the 6 to 8s. So they've fallen off quite a bit here after 72 laps. And right now the top 4 cover them up with a blanket. Trey looks like starting to have some problems out of that 49 machine as a 3 really closes the gap down here. Steve's there as well. Rex, Christopher, Ruben. 6 cars right here under a blanket. And here we go for the race lead. Trey's going to get loose on the high side. He's not going to be able to hold that 3 back there right now. Tire is just too worn to run the outside groove. He's actually going to lose second to the 55 machine of Steve. On the bottom, Trey drops back to third. We'll make sure he gets clear here. Be careful, guys. You don't want to damage this car this early on. Now the leader getting loose off a turn, number 2. And now look at the 55 machine going to the bottom of the racetrack. Man, what a battle up front here. The battle rages down the back straightaway right there with one another. New leader, Steve, goes to the front. Now he's going to get free off turn 4. You really see these rear tires starting to give up on these cars. Really sliding around a lot. Trey sideways off the corner. Man, oh man, these guys are really fighting these cars here. The rear tires are gone. And they're doing everything they can to hang on. Trey sideways once again. Hang on to her, Trey. Oh boy, off of turn number 2. Trying to hang on to that number 49 Sim Racing Customs machine down the front straightaway, side by side for second. Coming up to complete lap number 79, and Trey all sorts of sideways off turn 2. He's got to get in line. He's just got to take care of the tires at this point. That car is wicked loose. You see how loose he got. 80 out of 200 complete. Now keep in mind, these guys are going to have to do this exact same amount of laps on this next set of tires. So this should tell them right here, going forward, you're going to have to watch how you drive these cars. Because if you burn those rear tires off, they become a handful really quickly. 81 laps complete. You're out of 200. Now up front, the 3 machine. Ricky trying to hang on to second. Trey right there in third. Trey looks like once he got the car down to the bottom, but let those rear tires cool down, he looks to be okay. He looks to not have any major issues. 84 out of 200 laps complete here tonight. The 3 machine definitely doing a great job. And oh, Trey in the outside wall. Oh boy, it doesn't look like he bent anything on that suspension. It looks to be okay. But he definitely got the outside wall. He's going to drop back all the way back to 5th now. It's got a little bit high, 86 out of 200 complete. Here we go, 15 laps to go in the first half. Here we go, Steve right now leads the way in that number 55 machine. Trying to hang on. Again, this is the AMA modified season opener at Five Flags Speedway. Steve hanging on out front. Ricky right there in second. Rex third. Christopher fourth. Trey back to fifth. 88 out of 200 laps complete here. We'll see halfway here in just a moment. And I'm sure these guys are looking forward to the halfway break. Able to get 4 fresh tires on these modifieds. These cars, aluminum and carbon fiber bodies, are very lightweight with a big rear tires and a lot of power, a lot of grip when you've got fresh tires. So once these tires go, man, these cars are a handful to hang on to. All right, 90 laps to go, or 90 laps complete. Coming up to 10 laps to go to end stage number 1. And we're going to have a battle up front again. Steve and Ricky going at it one more time. Steve actually getting all sorts of sideways off turn number 4, nearly putting that number 55 machine in the fence. Now, Steve trying to hang on here. 91 out of 200. He's just trying to hang on a second here. Trying to keep this car up near the front here as we take lap number 92. All right, here we go. 93 complete here. Steve still, or Ricky right there as well. Steve back to the front. Excuse me, I had the wrong car. That was Ricky that got all sorts of sideways drop back. Steve out front here. Very similar painted cars between Ricky and Steve. Just a little bit color variation of both red, majorly red cars. Beautiful race cars, by the way. 94 out of 200 complete here tonight. We're going to have about 6 laps to the end of this first half. Here we go, side by side here, getting ready to come to 1 and 2. This is the battle for P2. Ricky with Rex trying to hang on as Steve's starting to pull away. Trey is really throwing back. The handle went away really bad on that 49 machine. But Steve right now hanging on out there, 97 laps on this set of tires, counting what would have been the pace lap. Here we go, 104 complete. Or 104 to go. Coming to 103 to go, and the battle still here is the 3 machine trying to hang on in front of the 54. Out front, Mr. Steve pulling away right now, has nothing to worry about. The battle now for P2 with just a few laps left in this half. As they come and down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, Steve's going to walk away with the first half win. Across the stripe. Here we go. Now we're just waiting. When does the yellow flag fly? And there it is. The yellow flag is out. First half underway. Congratulations to your leader here at halfway, Mr. Steve, leading the way. All right, Steve there in that number 55 machine. Once we get on pit road here and get these cars down pit road, we will interview your halfway leader here for the AMA Modified Series. These cars will head down pit road, nice and smooth. Everybody's going to be so happy to get 4 fresh tires on these cars. Steve will get stopped in the stall, and we do not want to pull anybody right now until they're safely on pit road. You don't want to distract them here because they do not have any quick fixes. You don't want them getting into each other here on pit road. They're trying to talk to you, so we're just going to wait for them to come out. And off the jack everybody comes. And actually, it looks like the 55 machine, 45 of Douglas, gets out as your race leader. Steve drops back to third. Now it's safe. We'll try to grab Steve right quick as the pace car comes around to pick everybody up. Steve actually being held behind the pace car. And we're going to see how this works out. Because Douglas, well, now Douglas is on pit road once again. Ruben right there in the 59, they're going to have to sort the field out a little bit, and we'll grab a word from him. Hey, Steve, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy of me, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Alrighty, buddy. He was able to pick up the win in the first half. What's it going to take to hang on to grab the win here tonight at Five Flags?
What was that?
He was able to come away with a halfway lead there. What's it going to take to hang on hang on there for the race lead for the win?
Well, I'm gonna have to get back on the lead lap here. I think we got caught with a pit issue under behind the pace car, so I'm trying to settle that out right now.
Alrighty, well, we'll let you go settle that out, and good luck to you out there, buddy.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not
Appreciate it, man.
going
Hopefully we can bring
green.
you home.
10-4. Alright, here we go. Once again, they'll all line back up one more time. Ruben right now scored the race leader. Again, what happened is they all come down pit road, and some of the cars did not get out in front of the pace
Hang
car.
on, we're not going green.
So
Not
this is going to
going
be some
green.
timing and scoring. Let's let the league figure out what their plan is of action. Alright. Cars still on pit road. Steve right now being... I think they've about got this kind of sorted. Steve back to the race lead. Back down pit road one more time here. 106 complete. Looks like they're still working on getting the lineup set up. This might be a lengthy caution.
Hang on.
I would walk you guys through it,
Not
but I'm kind of
going green.
confused as well. I know some cars got caught there on pit road under stage brake and went a lap down, and I'm not sure, but what I believe, and don't hold me to this, what they're doing is getting everybody way back on the lead lap and then sending the cars that were a lap down to the rear of the field, I believe is what's happening here, and we will get a word with your admin here in a minute. Steve back on pit road. Trey coming back down pit road again. Everybody back on pit road. Let's see if we can get a hold of the admin here and see.
Green flag, green flag.
Hey Trey, I don't want to take much of your time. I know you're busy there, but a little bit of a scoring issue here tonight. And green flag back out. We're gonna green being displayed. Trey on pit road. Everybody down pit road here. I'm gonna wait and see what they're gonna do here. Hey Tyler, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, I do.
Alrighty. Little bit of scoring here issue under the yellow flag here. If you can walk us through on what's going on now.
Yeah, there was a little bit of an issue with the halfway break. Some guys kind of got messed up with going a lap down for some reason in the sim. So we're just kind of going through clearing everything right now. And then once we get everything squared away, we're going to call them out like they were before the halfway break. They're going to come back out there and we're going to start it again.
And well, this is basically turning in what me and you talked about.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll get it cleared up here and
All
go
right,
from there.
we'll move you back down there. We can work on sorting it out, and we'll be back and everything. So good luck to you.
Yep, appreciate it, man.
All right, so we've got a stopped on pit road here. 109 out of 200 complete. Yes, it is green, but they are working out a scoring issue. And so what they're going to do is park the cars, get them all lined up back up when they have it all sorted to the original position. And we will get them back green and flag racing here in just a moment. And just a little bit of a scoring problem happening here, and they will definitely get it sorted here in just a moment. Hey Roger, great to see you in the chat there, buddy. All right, again, everybody stopped on pit road while they sort this scoring issue out. And Roger, if you want to hop over here and yak for a minute, feel free to come in the booth, man. All right, now we got some movement there. We got the one car being sent back out. And I have a feeling what they're going to do is send them out one at a time, get them all lined back up, and we'll probably see another yellow here in just a moment once they get everybody figured out. Kind of like real life NASCAR, right? To bring them on pit road, figure it out. This, to me, my inner short track fan is geeking out having cars stopped on pit road at a halfway break. I love it, but you know. So we've seen in that first half, we've seen the tire wear become really prevalent on these cars. Here comes the 54 rolling back out. So they're going to have to take care of the tires here to finish up this next
Caution,
half.
yellow flag.
Now we got some movement. So Dustin is still sitting on pit road. Trey rolled out there right behind the 54 machine. And we'll just let them sort the running order out. And once they get that sorted, I will give you your official running. And now the yellow flag flies one more time. And they're going to stop them here just like I kind of thought they would. They let the pace car get out in front of the field. They're still working on it here, and we'll get them back green here momentarily. 109 out of 200 complete. Trying not to pull anybody in to talk to or anything until this is sorted. We want the admins to be able to do their job, be able to do what they need to do to get this going here for them. A lot of fun out here tonight so far. Of course, you can catch this series every Wednesday here on Extreme Sim TV. And Roger, if you want to put in chat, I know you guys, forgive me, I know you guys cover AMA, but I can't for the life of me, Roger, remember what the league is or what the series is that you cover for these guys. But you can catch more AMA racing action over on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Again, that's the Turn 3 Racing Network. Mr. Roger Muth and those guys over there, they are taking care of the action over on that side. Alrighty, folks. Still working this out. Rex now on pit road. I'm just kind of letting them do their thing Because I'm the glad I'm not an admin and don't have to make these decisions and figure this out, to be honest. Because I would have been confused a long time ago. Looks like right now they're scoring the 49 up front with the yellow flag back in the air. They're still working on getting this sorted here. Now Trey back out on track. Rex there as well, now being scored in second. I think we're getting to the point where they've about got it. As darkness falls over the Speedway. I think they've just about got this wrapped up. One at 12 out of 200 laps complete. Rex right here as well. P number 2. Christopher third. Ruben being scored a fourth.
Hang on, we're not going
And
green.
we
Not
have
going
got
green.
88 laps remaining. Trey catching up, trying to get everything caught back up. Everybody but Scotty's on the lead lap right now. Scotty, Douglas, Dustin, all three not on the lead lap. So they'll probably receive a wave around here in a moment. Again, some scoring issues when the yellow flag come out. Some cars got caught on pit road. And that was the scoring issue here. Pace car now going to head back to pit road once again.
Green, green, green.
Green flag displayed, but I do not think they're completely done lining this up. 115 out of 200 complete. Everybody's still trying to work it out. Ray around here now, he's the race leader, but he's, and Rex is second. And indeed, they're still working on it, trying to get it completely sorted here. I'm just going to wait to give you a rundown until I'm for sure that they're done sorting. We are 117 laps in here tonight. So a little recap if you just join us. Great first half of racing. Great racing all night long. We're going to take a look at our race stats right now. We have had 4 cautions for 17 laps with 12 lead changes, on which some of that was during this halfway scoring situation. Let's just call it that. And they're going to bring them back to pit road once again. Anybody remember North Wilkesboro? You know, a certain scoring situation happening at North Wilkesboro. You know, way long time ago. Real life NASCAR reference there. Alright, they're going to bring them back down pit road, and I'm going to step out of the booth for a moment, and I'll be right back with you here in just a minute. we're back here. So still working on this little situation here. Still trying to get it worked out. Buddy on pit road once again. Now Scotty being scored to race leaders that are still attempting to get it straight. This
The
is a
yellow
very
flag is
hard
out.
job for the admins to do. Very difficult. Yellow flag being displayed again. We'll fall in the line behind the pace car again. We're about 20 laps into this stage here, or this second half. Everybody in the chat, please leave a thumbs up on the stream. And don't forget to hit that reminder bell if it's your first time here to get reminded every time there's racing action here on Extreme Sim TV. Racing right now 6 days a week. It's a ton of fun. And right now 121 of 200 complete. And this is a first for me as a broadcaster, to be honest. Doing having some scoring technical problems, and these admins are doing a great job working on this. They're being very, very thorough on how they handle this. That way, when we do go back racing, they want to make sure that that lineup is correct. And we're stopping them there in pit road once again. Pace car back out on track. We'll see what they decide to do here. So under a brief hold on the racing action. Well,
Hey, Matt.
yeah, you got I got a copy on you, buddy.
Okay, I want to apologize first off for what's going on here. There was a scoring issue, obviously, when we came back around for the halfway break. I don't know how it got so messed up. What happened was everybody came to pit road, basically just stopped, took some tires. Pace car came back around. Some guys went a lap down because of some kind of issue that happened. We were trying to give it back, and it actually just messed it up more. As we were trying to correct the issue, iRacing kept throwing the yellows and stuff, which kind of screwed things up more. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop all the cars here, give the guys the laps back that they need, and then we're going to come back out and we're just going to go. Hopefully it should be fixed from there, but just want to apologize to all the viewers on that. This is kind of a unique situation. I don't know what's happening with it, but it's something that's kind of screwed up that we're trying to fix.
Alrighty, that's fine, man. You know, it reminds me of real life. We talk about sim racing being close, Tyler. You know this. This stuff happens at your local short track all the time. And you have to work through it. Y'all are doing a great job managing the situation.
Yeah, we appreciate it, but give me just a little bit longer. I promise we should have this done hopefully in the next 5 minutes where we can actually go back to racing. So.
Alrighty, man. We'll have fun down there, and we'll look forward to going back racing here in a moment.
All right, thank you.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
Oh, here. I'll move you back down there for you, Tyler, so that we ain't gonna worry about it. Alrighty. There you heard it from race control. They're still gonna get it worked back out. And we're just gonna sit here and let them do what they need to do to get this working properly. Alright, now a couple cars back on track. We'll get back going here momentarily. Sending
Green,
a
green,
couple
green.
of cars out. I'll probably get it back green. A green will wave, they'll come back down. And then they'll wave some guys around and get it all sorted back out. Alrighty, so we're just going to be in a holding pattern here just a little bit longer on Extreme SM TV. here. Alrighty, looks like we're getting close to having this situation rectified. Sorry about the screen blink there. That was my fault. We'll bring them back down pit road. And while we're waiting, we'll just play a little bit more music there until we get this situation completely taken care of. Again, this is the AMA modified series on Extreme Sim TV. Hope you guys are having fun out there tonight. Hanging out in chat, having a good old time. And we'll get them back green to flag racing as soon as we can. Alrighty, folks, looks like we're about to go back green flag racing here in just a moment. Hope y'all had fun during that little intermission, and we'll get ready to turn them back loose once again. And it looks like your official leader is going to be Mr. Steve. There's the yellow flag to get them all wrapped back up. And we'll get ready to turn them loose. Took us a little bit to get going here, but we're about to go green flag racing. Now, what this is done, these cars sitting on pit road, the track temperature has drastically dropped. So later on in the night, we're down to 73 degrees. Remember earlier on in the day, we were up in the night, up towards 90-degree track temp. Now we're around 73 as this has become a complete nighttime event here. 127 out of 200 complete. So keep that in mind when we go green here. You know, about 30 laps of this stage has been eaten up by this scoring situation. So these tires have had plenty of time here to cool. And just keep that in mind as well. So we'll see 73 laps to go when we go back green at flag racing here at a little less than 73 laps to go by the time we go back green at flag racing here at Five Flag Speedway. Again, sorry about the screen drop there for a moment. Not sure why that happened. YouTube just being YouTube, I reckon.
Hey Matt, you there?
Yep, I got you, buddy.
All right, we are good to go. So again, I apologize for that little bit of a delay. That was definitely a scoring error, some kind of issue with iRacing that we're going to take up with them. Basically, the cars were held on pit road for no apparent reason, and it got some guys lapped down, and just trying to get it worked out, resolved, and all that was a mess. So I do apologize for it, but we're good to go. So when they line up to go double file again, we're going green from there. So
Alrighty, man. To be honest with you, I had fun up here talking about the race, and we just had a good old time. Had some music playing there for a while.
there you go. Just yeah, it was a little bit of a lengthy delay there, and I do apologize for it. But I appreciate you guys sticking with me and being patient, and we're gonna have a heck of a race here to the finish. So I appreciate everything you do, and thank you.
No problem, buddy. Alrighty, there you have it, folks. Getting ready to go back green to flag racing after a little bit of a delay there, but we've got it all sorted out. We're going to go green here, somewhere around 68, 67 to go to finish it off here tonight for the AMA Modified Series season opener at Five Flags. All right. Double file one more time. 70 laps to go. Steve will be on the front row. That's Mr. Steve Baker. They're going to lead him to green. Ricky on the high side. Rex starting third. And the green flag will wave at coming to 69 laps to go here at 5 flags. 69 laps to go. Everybody back on the wow pedal, probably a little bit anxious. Been sitting on pit road for a while, getting back up to speed. Cold tires. Steve jumps out to the race lead. The three machine of Ricky right there. Rex there in third. Trey fourth.
The yellow
Big
flag
trouble
is
down the
out.
front straightaway. Multiple cars involved. Yellow flag out. The 17 machines caught up in this one, along with the 45 as we've got trouble down the front straightaway. Yellow flag back in the air. Oh, somebody gets in the outside wall and they just start stacking them up there in 17. Hard impact. Man, oh man alive. We'll go on board with that 17 machine. What an incident coming down the front straightaway. The 49 machine looks like it's going to get up against the fence. Nowhere for the 17 to go. You're along for the ride as he gets creamed into the fence on the front straightaway. Yellow flag back in the air once again as the 17 machine sets there on the entrance to turn 1 and 2. That car destroyed again. No quick fixes. And we're going to try to do this without it being jerky. I tend to try to use slow mo very cautiously. So this was right here as they come into turn 3 and 4. You're going to see that 49 machine get up into the outside wall. Trying to do the best we can here, working our way through out of turn number 4 and go see that number 49 get in the outside wall. Again, sorry about the jerkiness with slow mo. Got to figure out how to fix that. We'll work on that. The 49 gets in the outside wall. That 17 nowhere to go, and just here they come in behind them. Man, up over the cage of that 59 machine. The 45 gets caught up in it. Big time incident on the front straightaway, taking out 2 race cars. Pretty much destroying both of those cars here. One at 36 out of 200 complete. You can see the 49 on pit road along with the 17, and that's unfortunate for the 49. He had a great race car. He's led some laps here today, but it's not meant to be, as he'll be setting on pit road here. 38 laps he led here tonight in that number 49 machine, and he'll get caught up in an incident on the front straightaway, and we'll see if we can get a word with him here in a moment. Hey Trey, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy of my buddy?
Yes, I do.
Well, buddy is coming off turn 4 there, got caught up into the outside wall, and it just went south from there, bud.
Yeah. Earlier in the race, I let the car drift up way too much. This is my first race ever driving these things, and my perception of how far to leave the car drift up isn't there yet. And I just left the drift up earlier in the race, and I thought the car was good until we got fresh tires on the thing, and then I went in there, and it felt like something broke in the right front. Like, literally, it felt like something broke in the right front, because normally when I get on the gas, it turns really good, but right there, it got real tight real quick, and it just went straight dead into the wall. I never had that happen before, but it had been from that contact earlier.
Yeah, man, it's that right suspension can do that to you as we get ready to go back green. But unfortunately, out of the race, but you had a great car early on, buddy.
Yeah, we did, but I don't know. We'll get them in 2 weeks. I won't be able to make it next race, but we'll get them in 2 weeks.
Alrighty, buddy. We'll see you back here in 2 weeks.
Yep, see ya.
All right, back under green, out on the racetrack right now. That's Steven leading the way. Ricky right there in second. In third, Rex. Fourth, Ruben. And fifth is going to be Scotty. And setting back in P number 7 is Christopher, who's out of the event. So is Douglas. So 5 cars right now scored on the racetrack. I think there's a little bit more than that, but one may be a lap down. So here we go. Everybody on pit road here. Steven out front leading the way in that number 55 machine. Ricky right there sitting in second with 58 laps to go. He's going to have Rex right there, Reuben back here as well, and Scotty back here in fifth. You see right there is that number 38, I want to say. Scotty in fifth. There it is, 38 of Mike back there. 90 laps down. He got that car refired and is out there running 90 down. He's going to make up some spots. He can actually pick up probably up to 10th there. Don't think he'll get 9. Well, he may get 9th actually. We'll see. We'll see how far up he got. What a sportsman out there running 90 laps down to the leader, but he's still out there getting it. So there you have it. A couple cars still stuck on pit road. Christopher and Douglas, they're working on their race car. So right now, Steve trying to hang on because he's got all kinds of pressure from the 3 machine of Ricky with 54 laps to go here at Five Flags. In the Five Flags 100 miles here. Working lap number 148. And the battle for the race lead right now is the 3 machine. Ricky right to the back bumper. Rex right there to get 2. 1, 2, 3. Steve, Ricky, and Rex. First, second, and third on the out front of this field right now. As we're getting ready to see here in just a moment, 50 laps to go for the AMA Modifieds. Again, don't forget the AMA Modifieds coming back your way here in just 1 week's time. Back here on Extreme Sim TV, you'll see these guys each and every week for 12 weeks. And man, I'm excited for this. Kind of more short track action here on Extreme Sim TV. But I'll tell you what, if you like the short track action between the AMA Modifieds and the Crow's Nest Super Late Model Series, hit that like button and we'll definitely try to get more coming your way. So here we go. Steve leads the way. Ricky right there in second. Rex third. Reuben fourth. Your top 4 here, and it's pretty much a 3-horse battle up front with 49 laps to go here at Five Flags. Steve here trying to hang on in that number 45 machine. Up in front of Ricky in that number 3. These two having a great battle in front of the pack right now. Great racing up front, total of 16 lead changes. Now that number kind of affected by the situation we had earlier. I can't get you an actual number, but man, it's been a lot of good racing out there tonight. As the 3 sets there in second, patiently waiting. Coming to 45 to go this time by. 45 laps remaining here at Five Flags in the AMA Modified Series. And they work their way around into 3 and 4 once again. Here to come off of turn number 4, you see, oh, so high for the 55 machine. He hangs on, he doesn't make, well, he kept the car off the wall, impressive enough. Kind of surprised. I was kind of expecting that car to hit that outside wall as high as he got there. But he kept it down, didn't make contact. Great job for him. 3-car battle still up front. You see the 3 machine all over the back of him. Trying to make him make a mistake here. Out of turn number 4. Now he'll start to gap it back out. Steve out front, gapping the field just a little bit. As we'll come by to see 41 laps to go. 41 laps to go here in the AMA Modified Series. From Five Flags here on Extreme Sim TV. And Steve Baker out front, leading the way. Can he hang on, or can Mr. Ricky get around him? Or what about back there Rex? Trying to make a move there in that number 54 orange machine. Who's it going to be? Who's going to be in victory lane here in 40 laps? course, moving back and forth, Scotty and Pia, those guys pretty much have lost touch with the leaders. 76 degrees at their temp right now with an air temp at 73. Temperature dropping on the racetrack as we go here. $38 laps to go, 38 laps remaining. Here we go, the 3 machine trying to work the outside wing, can't get it done. He'll fall back in line. Trying to make it work off of turn number 2. Out front right now, Steve Baker, Ricky Harden are right there with him, and Mr. Rex there sitting third. 1, 2, 3. As we're going to have 35 coming to 35 remaining this time by. Lap 165 getting ready to go in the books here. Can that 55 machine of Steve hang on? He's got a pretty good stint on those tires. Keep in mind a lot of laps were ran under yellow due to the scoring error. So that they were able to kind of save a little bit of rear tire here. And with that big incident there on that restart with 49 getting involved on the front straightaway, pretty much knocked the field size down a little bit here. Now to turn number 2, a 3-man race into turns 3 and 4. And that number 55 machine of Steve Baker out front leading the way. Out of turns number 2, a Baker right there trying to pounce. Oh boy, here we go. Baker trying to hang on. He's got all kinds of pressure right there behind him. Now maybe a race for P number 2 as Ricky goes up high. Gonna let Rex slide that number 54 machine underneath of him. Out of turn number 2. Ricky right there as well. Now into 1 and 2 once again, man. These guys make quick lap times around here. I'm telling you. Around 15 seconds a lap is all it takes. And we're going to see 30 laps to go this time by. Now into 3 and 4 one more time. Your race leader still trying to hang on. He's going to have all kinds of pressure up to his back bumper. A little bit of bumper tag. Keep in mind these front guards on these cars, that's what they're made for, a little bumper tag. Some little Nerf bars on the front. Will we see some bumper tag here out of the 3 machine? Well, we're fixing to find out. We're going to go on board looking backwards from that number 55 machine, Steve. On board with Steven here, looking back through that spoiler on these cars, back at your second place, car of Mr. Ricky. Ricky trying desperately to close the gap, can't do it right now. A 3-car battle here. Right behind Steven. And that SRTV network car right in front of him. Here we go into 3 and 4 off of turn number 4. Here we go down the front straightaway one more time. Can he run down Mr. Speed? Ricky right there with him trying to make it work. Into 3 and 4 one more time. Oh, look at Steve trying to hang on. And right behind him, man, these guys just all over each other. Nowhere really for anybody to go here with 23 laps remaining. Now, coming up 22 to go here. We're coming up on it, folks. We're getting down to it. 21 laps remaining. Now Steve's in that SRTV machine. SRTV network pulling away just a little bit. Steve right there, or Ricky right there behind him. trying to hang on, but he's got Rex all over his back bumper now with 20 laps to go. And Steve, hang on. Rex is right there. Here we go into turns 3 and 4. Also in the mix, Mr. Ricky trying to do something here as well. We're going to start monitoring the lap times for you. Last time by, Steve ran a 15.463. As he makes a mistake off of turn number 2, gets a little high. They're going to have to work their way around the lap traffic there with 18 laps to go. They're looking at the monitor here. Last time by, it is going to be a 15.606 to a 625. Very tight for your first two. Then Rex right there as well. 15.667. So they're all in the sixes. No big gap there as far as lap time wise. Pretty much everybody running the same lap time as each other right now. Makes it kind of hard to pass when you're all pretty much running the same speed. Coming to 16 laps to go. Maybe a move there for second. Couldn't get it done. Rex has to fall back in line. Actually, he's gonna drop off Ricky's back bumper just a little bit. That's gonna allow Ricky to focus forward, try to go catch the leader with 15 laps to go. But Baker, man, he is on a roll here tonight. He has led 125 laps. Meanwhile, battle for P2. Right now, Rex trying to get on by that number 3 machine of Ricky. Couldn't do it. He'll have to fall back in line here. 14 laps to go for the AMA Modified season opener 5 flag 100 here this evening. Into turn number 1, you see that back of that number 3 machine starting to step out of the line just a little bit. Really going to have to save the car here. Steve's starting to really put a gap on him now. He's got about 0.4 of a second with 12 laps to go, and again, if need be, we'll use green white checkers. But with the amount of cars out there, I just don't see that really happening. Coming out of turn number 4, they'll take 11 laps to go this time by. Steve out front. We'll see the 10 laps to go this time by. Flagman shows them 2 hands full of 10 to go here. Oh, Steve blinked out into 1. That's a little concerning for him. But yeah, 10 to go now. Coming to 9 to go this time through. And the battle still for second. As Rex still trying to come up with something. And the speed's pretty much the same. Now 0.3 of a second. Here comes Rex underneath Ricky. Side by side down the front straightaway, battle for second. This is going to let Steve kind of pull away even further. 8 laps to go, but Rex is going to get by for P2, I do believe. And over Ricky. Rex and Ricky side by side down the front straightaway. And Rex able to take over P2 as Ricky goes way high in 1-2. Now Rex will set his sights over on Steve out front. 0.7 of a second is the gap. Can he get there in 7 laps? He needs to make up a 10th a lap at least. And I just don't see it. 6 laps to go. Matter of fact, now Steve's pulling the gap even more. Now 0.8 of a second. Flagman will show him 1 handful here. 5 laps to go. And I will tell you what, Steve has got a good lead on the field. He has led 135 laps here tonight. He is on his way if he doesn't have any issues. Put that car on cruise control. With 4 laps to go, he's got a 0.7 of a second lead. Coming to 3 to go this time by. 3 laps to go. Going 3 to go this time by. Here they come down towards turns number 3 and 4. To take 2 laps to go. Steve out front. Rex runs second. Here we go. 2 laps to go. If they make it back around to the white flag, the next flag will end it. Steve now with about a 0.5 of a second gap. He should be fine. Just keep the car nice and straight out of turn number 4. We'll see that white flag wave. White flag in the air for Steve here. 1 lap to go. That battle for second, though, heating up is ahead for 3 and 4. We're going to kind of keep an eye on that. They gain down on Steve into 3 and 4. He'll hang on. Out of turn number 4, Steve Baker's a 3-car goes around. Steve Baker is going to win it here at Five Flags. And Ricky spinning the car out off turn 4. He'll still get scored third. We'll go back and take a look one more time at the problem off of turn number 4 for that number 3 machine. Wow. Crazy racing action here tonight. Here to go off turn number 4, and you'll see that 3-car step out of the line here. Around the back end on that car comes. Into the inside wall. Still gets scored third. But he was definitely giving it everything he had there. And here is your race winner. That number 55 machine of Mr. Steve Baker. Bringing her down for a nice little donut here. There you have it. Great job for Steve here this evening. Walking away with the race win. Everybody getting lined up on the front straight away. Getting ready for interviews. What a great job for Steve as he finishes his little celebration. Donut time for Mr. Steve Baker. Great job for Steve there getting a race win here this evening. 140 laps is what he led on his way to victory. Alrighty, we'll get ready for the Extreme Sim TV post-race show. Alrighty, we will start with your third place finisher on the evening. Mr. Ricky there coming home third. We'll see if we can get a word with him here in just one moment. Hey, Ricky, buddy, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me?
Yes, sir.
All right, you bring the car home third. You ended up losing P2 there in the late stages. Then you ended up spinning the car off turn 4. Nice effort, by the way, trying to get back to second. Nevertheless, you had 9 laps and come home third here tonight.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. Just got to learn how to manage the tires better, be a little more patient. Trying to catch Steve there at the end and just burnt my stuff up. And Rex got by me. He was pretty good earlier in the night. I didn't think he was going to be much of a factor, but he proved me wrong there at the end. So just want to say thanks to Tyler and everybody for being patient, putting on a good show. It was fun. I can't wait to come back next week.
Alrighty, man. Well, would you like to thank your sponsors or anything before we get out of here, bud?
Like I said, thanks to Tyler and everybody for putting it on. And I want to thank my wife for supporting me.
Alrighty, man. Well, congratulations, P3 here tonight, man.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great one, bud. All right. We'll go grab a P number 2 here in just a moment. Overall, great racing action here tonight on Extreme Sim TV. And let's grab a P number 2, Mr. Rex, coming home second. Hey, Mr. Rex, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy of him, buddy?
Hey, Matt. Hey, Matt.
Alrighty, man. Well, you brought her home second here tonight, buddy.
Yeah, it was a great race. Drove it hard. Ricky and Steve drove a great race. Did all I could. We'll take second place and look forward to next week.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, anybody you would like to thank?
Yeah, I got to thank my primary sponsor, American Tire Distributors, Parkway Ford Lincoln, and Hoyle Historical Homestead.
Well, congratulations on P2 here tonight, man. Like I said, you had 5 laps this evening. Great run for that number 54 machine.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I'd like to congratulate Steve on his win and Ricky for great race. That was fun there towards the end. Had a good run.
Alrighty, man. Well, congratulations, and we'll see you next week. All right, we're going to grab our race winner, Mr. Steve. Hey, Steve, you got a copy on me?
Yeah, I got you, Matt.
Well, you come out here, you lead 140 laps here tonight, buddy. There in the late stages, you had some heat coming from behind with Ricky and Rex, and you started to kind of pull away from them and got your gap there and brought her home with a race win.
Yeah, man, it was a fun race there in the first 100 laps. It was a lot of fun battling there with Rex, Ricky, and Trey. Felt like there was a lot of good cars out there that could have won. We just ended up with the track position there at the break, and then we had the restart there after the break. And since we had no more yellows, didn't really have to worry about any more cautions coming out and any more restarts. So yeah, just I felt like I got in a good rhythm there the last 25, 30 laps, and that helped me sort of stay ahead of Ricky there. There was a few times he came up and charged and got right back on my bumper, so it was definitely making me work for it, but it was a fun race.
Alrighty, man. Well, you brought that SRTV network machine home P1 here tonight. How does this help going further into the season?
Well, obviously gets us off to a good start, gets us early points lead. I love these modifieds, and hopefully we can continue the momentum on to next week.
Alrighty. Anybody like to thank any sponsors, anything like that?
Yeah, wanna definitely thank SRTV Network with Jerry West running that crew. Had a few of my teammates out there, him of course, and Dustin German, but they sort of bowed out early. But want to give them a shout out. Want to give Tyler Hilton a shout out for putting this thing on, man. It's tough to find modified leagues that are fun and run well, and this one's been off to a good start. This was a really fun first race, so like to see that continue. So look forward to running that, and then also Extreme Racing Network for the broadcast here tonight. Also, always appreciate that. So.
Alrighty, man. Have a great one, and congratulations on your race win tonight, man.
Thank you again. Thank you again.
All right, guys, that was Mr. Steve out there bringing her home with the race win here this evening. Great run there for Steve, and we'll get ready to bring you through your final results rundown here in just a moment. Unofficial results coming right up. All right, time to go through your unofficial results. Finishing P number one here tonight, Mr. Steve Baker. Rex there second, Ricky third, Ruben fourth, Scotty fifth. In P number 6 here tonight, the number 45 machine of Mr. Douglas. Craig come home 7th here in that number 49 after a strong run. Unfortunately, he had some issues there. Ended up in a P number 7. And a P8, the 17 machine of Christopher. Dustin P9 in 10th, Mr. Mike. 11th, Gerald. Cade 12th, and Tony scored out in 13th. Alrighty, folks. Well, that's going to do it here this evening. Great racing here from the AMA Modified Series on Extreme SM TV. And you can catch them back here next week, next Wednesday evening. So, everybody, I hope you have had fun here tonight. I'm going to get ready to step out for a little while. And I will see you tomorrow night. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Crow's Nest IndyCar League season opener. 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. But until then, this has been Matt with Extreme Assembly TV, and I will see you in the next one.